We're live from South Dakota.
We are
Woo!
Awesome.
Let's get some people in here.
Let's go.
Even though we already have people in here.
We need people in the virtual space to get here.
Oh yeah.
People in cyberspace. You know where to be.
Yes. Always. Yes. Live long and prosper. Double.
I wasn't able to do that until like I was 20.
All right.
I don't know why, like all of a sudden the switch turned on at 20. But,
well, it was always fun back in my youth when it was like really hard to do. So I was like, you know what? On road trips, back when we used to travel by car because we couldn't afford to go on airplanes and trains and stuff like that, I just stuck my hand on the window and I spread the fingers apart, and I'm like, stay that way.
And then your dad's like, get your hands out the window, you're smudging them.
No, he didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
As long as we were quiet, he didn't care.
Okay.
So, anyway, now that we have a couple people trickling in, welcome to Rainbow Live Presents Wednesday Night Lights, brought to you by Case of the Illusionist and
the Semi-Am, the one and only.
We are excited about tonight because, not a lot of stuff to talk about. No, I'm just kidding. We're just always excited about doing our show.
We're excited of the lack of things to talk about.
And actually, I should probably more emphasize us than the splitting with the other things. But anyway, yes, it is Wednesday, April 24th.
That's right.
Woo! New comic book days and all that, and new stuff for us to talk about. And what'd you say?
How are you doing today, man?
I am doing A-okay. How about you, Sam? Samathan?
I'm doing good. It's going to be a light week of reading for me, but I think it's
light week. Yeah.
Well, it will sadly be. I checked my polls. I don't have as much, but you know what? Like, I hope that everybody's out there getting some good comic books, and again, we're here to show them some really cool stuff that could also get on the side.
Right. Oh yes. One of the cool things about mine, it's like it seems that I've realized for the last at least month or so, my pickings off the walls have gotten less and less. Not because of money. It's just like, I always go to the wall. It's like that cover intrigues me, but I don't need it.
I think maybe you're just becoming better at like deciding what you truly need, what you don't.
Right. True. Well, in a lot of sense, just going through my CLZ, I'm just like, I have number 3 of whatever series. I have nothing of anything else. So why did I get that? Because the cover was awesome.
Yeah, I've run into that a few times.
Well, especially when you have some of those covers that are like
Art Germ cover or something.
Well, it's like covers that either are they're covers that go with another cover from another series. So they're the whatever those are called, pieced together ones. I'm kind of a loser by calling it that way.
What are the Panasonic ones?
Yeah, panoramic.
Panasonic.
Yeah, Panasonic, the company, not the picture.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just getting books has been gotten a little bit less and less, but just realizing, especially if it has your favorite character on it. Like, I know there's a lot of covers for Star Wars ones that I got that I wasn't collecting those series because it had Qui-Gon Jinn, my favorite Jedi, on it, or even Marvel where it had X-23 on it.
Yeah.
Laura Kinney.
Love X-23.
Right. She's awesome. Can't wait to see how they portray her. I understand it's still the same actress, but how they portray her in this Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Oh, they're like actually continuing on with her?
Apparently she's in the movie.
Sick.
So I don't know if she's continuing on as the MCU version as well, or if they're trading her off with, they're going to figure out a different one down the road,
That would be big. I think everybody wants Daniel Radcliffe, but I don't think Daniel Radcliffe wants that.
Right. Hey, we have our first comment of the night. Hey, Chad. Woo! Yep. Good of you to join us tonight.
Should we get rolling then?
Yeah, we should get rolling. Let's talk about sports talk. And then, so what are you going to show us this week, Samathans?
What do you use?
Samathan Seamus Shea.
That's me. That's my full name. All right. So next things first, we have some Upper Deck Black Diamond 23.
You're not reaching so far.
We have some Upper Deck Black Diamond 23-24 hockey. For all you hockey fans out there, that you get 6 premium cards per box. They're really nice, very pretty cards. And I think, let me see if there's a chance for auto on these bad boys.
Chad, we're always excited about sports talk. No matter if we're talking about one thing, two things, or 30 things. We're just as excited as Johnny was when we were ready to talk about sports talk.
Yeah,
So.
you know what? I'm even more thrilled, especially when I can't
I,
tell
I
if there's
I'm
any.
I'm Upper Deck really doesn't say much
It
when it
really
comes
doesn't.
to
It's just like,
so.
well, there
It just
possibly
says 6 premium cards. So.
there's a sizable possibility you could get an auto in this, but I do not want to confirm it in case it does not.
Right.
So yeah, if you need some hockey in your life and you want some fancy cards,
There you
Black
go.
Diamond Hockey.
All right, and to continue on sports talk and to finish sports talk with the draft coming up here, thought I'd highlight a little bit since we still have packs of 2023 Bowman Chrome U. Um, for those of you trying to collect that Caleb Williams before he's drafted #1 overall, supposedly.
Get Kool-Aid Kinsdry maybe.
Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Cooper Dijon is how I like to call him, but I'm sure it's something else. That's Dijon mustard.
My favorite type.
Yeah. But anyway, just a highlight of those. We still have packs left. We're out of boxes, unfortunately for those
Us
that,
and you guys. But
yes.
we do have some packs still, so if you want to come on down, grab a pack, test your luck, see if you can get yourself something nice out of that. We still got them waiting for you.
Oh yes. Anyway, moving on to the non-sports stuff. So we're done with sports talk. We're going to talk about, we just got a new shipment of Magic, the Gathering Outlaws of Thunder Junction
More
bundles.
Cowboy Magic.
Yes, more Cowboy Magic.
This is really cool. I'm surprised it took them this long to get to Cowboys with Magic, because it's a really cool looking set. People are really excited about it.
Mm-hmm. They not only is excited about it, they're just so excited to just continue to collect it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I just think I like the idea of it because it's not like such an in-your-face like crossover.
Right.
Like it's not like we got the Ninja Turtles or something in there too, even though those would be pretty sick Magic cards. Like this is just cool cards that are based around cowboys and westerns, which I think is a cool, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like if you're still looking to get some more of this, and you came in and we were out by that point, but we got it back now, baby. So come on in. The next thing we got.
Don't lose that. That's the characters that are in.
I understand. Okay. The next thing we get.
For you HeroClix fans, Sam's got an awesome thing to show you.
All right, let's see if I can get it all into the shot here.
Oh,
okay, that was
Sam.
awesome. I thought, you know what? Which do you want to increase it a little bit? Thank you.
Better?
A little better, thank you. All right, so this is the HeroClix Avengers. This is the premium collection here. In this, you get Captain America, a Spider-Man, a Scarlet Witch, a Black Widow, a Falcon, a Captain Marvel, a She-Hulk, and a Doctor Doom. So you get your one villain in there too. And you know what a better, you couldn't find a better villain to put in there, because Doctor Doom is the best villain in Marvel. Are you gonna fight me on that, or do you agree?
What'd you say?
Doctor Doom's best villain in Marvel.
I'd say yeah, he probably would be considered in my opinion. Yes, you have your Galactus, you have your Thanos and stuff like that, and we've seen that in the movies and stuff like that. But that's the one character. Nothing against the guy who did the first Doctor Doom. Nothing against the guy who did Doom in the latest Fantastic Four. But
oh my God, yeah,
but just to have the essence of Doctor Doom and who he was as a character, just in my opinion, hasn't been portrayed yet.
Yeah, he's incredibly petty, but also one of the smartest guys in the world with magic and tech.
Well, in kind of sense, he kind of has similarities, and you can take this any way you want it. He has kind of like the same kind of conscience as Magneto, more like he's very sympathetic to a certain kind of thing, like his family, stuff like that, his country, and stuff like that. Kind of like how Magneto is to all mutants, especially the ones that live on their island. So in a lot of sense, he has redeeming qualities for being such a huge villain.
Yeah, and what makes him it just makes him very cool, because he's just like full of himself, but you kind of understand why.
Right.
And so yeah, this is the HeroClix Avengers Premium Collection right here. It's a really cool set from what I've seen. If you're looking to get something like this, let us know.
Yeah, and just to point out, I'm sure Sam probably did mention it, but it is in the style of the Hellfire Gala, like we saw earlier with
Sick.
the
I did not
others.
mention this.
You did not mention that.
Yeah.
So this is a similar look to like the other ones that had like X-23 and all those in the previous one. So this just happens to be more of the Avengers instead of just the X-Men. So
hell yeah, if you're into that, let us know, everybody. We got them here waiting.
apparently Chad says that Magneto hates Dooms.
Yeah. I mean, when you look in the mirror, sometimes you hate what you see.
Right, yeah, they do hate themselves, Anyway, moving on to what Sam loves to call Amanda's Spotlight.
Boom, boom.
What do we got for Amanda's Spotlight this week there, Sam?
Sometimes, man. Can't even deal with my own self. So what we got here is some One Piece. We got some Monopoly One Piece edition. So you know what Monopoly is? Great. Now put One Piece in it. Now that's what this is right here. All the little figures on it. If we want to flip it around.
Yeah, this is actually the most amount of figures I've seen. I know there's probably some that have the same amount, like 9 tokens, but just seeing that in a line, you're used to seeing like maybe 2 or 3 that they portray, but they're showing all of them, and it's cool to see that many tokens in a game.
And it's quite interesting for me because I'm about 400 episodes into the show that has over 1,000 episodes. So I'm looking at this board here and trying to figure out who is who still. Like I'm still I figured out about a third of the characters, and I'm like, who are any of these other ones?
Right. Well, and the question would be then to be made is have you watched the live action then?
I've seen an episode.
An episode.
Yes, because I didn't want to be spoiled from the actual show, so I stopped watching.
That's actually a perfectly plausible excuse. I guess we can let you get away with that.
I'll watch it eventually. Eventually means like 4 years from now.
Oh, I thought eventually would be like, oh, I'm 62 now. I think I can watch that now.
You're not horribly off. There's some shows I've done that.
All right.
But yeah, so that's if you really need or want Monopoly, but but your One Piece obsession is just still so strong. This would be a perfect combination for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, One Piece while you got it.
Yeah. I do have to admit, in my Monopoly collection, because people have collections of Monopolies. In mine, I have Pokemon and Star Wars. I believe those are the only 2 other than regular Monopoly that I have. There are other ones that people collect. They even collect the credit card one, which was kind of weird, but
I like that one. That's cool.
Well, it's less money you have to deal with, but
tell you what, an interesting thing about a Monopoly in general is, if you try to go to a store and to look for Monopoly playing, it's actually kind of harder than you think.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I know.
I went to a store once and they're like,
it's probably easier to find Jumanji than it is to find a regular edition of Monopoly.
I just told like, do you have like just plain Monopoly? And they're like, maybe we'll have to check. Eventually, they did find it, but it was actually a bit of a find.
Just imagine having to find the old school edition.
My parents' joint.
My parents have that as well. I still believe. I can't remember where they have it packed away though. But
I remember on the box it advertised, "We got the new piece, everybody." Or like, we have the money bag.
Right.
And that's like the new one. And I'm like, wow, that's old, man.
Right.
Comparatively, at least. All right, let's do some Funkos.
All right, everybody, we're gonna do some Funkos.
Funko time.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with one right away, and that is to highlight a movie that was such a great movie. I've seen a lot of it. I haven't seen all 100% of it, which I know, boo-hoo me. But Oppenheimer. But my favorite character from Oppenheimer, he's not in there very long, but Albert Einstein.
He makes an impact.
He does make an impact. With that accent and everything.
Albert was, I mean, there's a reason why, like, still to this day, he's one of the most influential scientists to ever be. Because he made relativity. Oh, he didn't make relativity. He created the theory of relativity.
Yes.
And he's probably one of the smartest people that we'll ever have. But he also had a sense of humor to him. He didn't take himself too seriously. He was, I believe, had pacifist tendencies, but also
right.
had
Well, it was thanks to Albert Einstein and one of his colleagues that was the reason why the United States got into the nuclear race, because they found out the Nazis were developing it.
Yep.
So, or the Germans should say the other thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so Albert Einstein, he's there's a reason why we still remember his name and know exactly who we're talking about to this day about him.
Even though
He's
people
Banff.
have tried to simplify it by just saying he's the man that discovered a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm just kidding. That's not him. No, it's that's the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
he was the MC squared.
Maybe like that's what you say. You're like your fourth grader, when they're just like, what did he do?
Yeah. E equals MC squared.
Yeah, that's what it is. Call it a day. All right, my turn.
Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do. On the same level of
Impact.
reverence and impact, we have Taz, the Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, special note about Tasmanian devils. Apparently, there are scientists that are actually trying to. I know it has nothing to do with the Tasmanian devil, but because those actually still do exist, there are actually scientists that are trying to take the genetic material from the Tasmanian tiger and reintroduce it back into our world by starting off with making it, breeding it with a smaller type of mouse type of animal.
That's evil scientist stuff,
right?
I love it.
But yeah, they're trying to bring back the Tasmanian tiger, which is awesome,
terrifyingly cool.
But anyway, back to Taz.
What is their show sometimes? All right. Well, Taz, you know what he's all about. He's about being nonsensical, like saying a bunch of gibberish and wrecking everything. But you know what? He had a fun show in the '90s. If anybody remembers that show, then he's one of my favorite Looney Tunes. So yeah, Taz, if you need him, you know where to go.
Next, we're gonna have a duo here. Everybody's favorite turtles. At least my favorite two turtles for the longest time. I did like Raph and Donatello too, but my favorite was always Leo. And you always have fun with Mikey and his obsession with pizza. Don't get me wrong, they were all obsessed with pizza, but it was just him, especially in the 80s movies. Just
with those really bad looking pizzas.
Yeah.
How
are you?
Doing good, my man.
I don't mean to interrupt what you're doing.
It's all good.
What you need?
Yeah, what you need, man?
If I could, is it possible for me to get down one of these soldiers?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to holler for somebody. We're live right now, though.
Yep.
We can.
By the way, that's just it. I didn't know what the deal was.
Oh no, you're good.
No, we'll get it for you in a second, though,
Yep.
unless you want to do it. Like I can keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking about Mikey and
let's do it.
Leo. So which shoulder? Yeah.
I'd like to get to the.
Chad over there.
I'd like to get that.
All right. Well, while Casey's doing his thing there, I guess we'll talk a little bit more of these turtles here. Mikey is always the fun-loving one, and Leo was always the leader. He was very serious, but he knew what he was doing. Pretty fun turtles. My favorite was always Donnie, but if you're a big Turtles fan, these are great pops to get because they're a good way to start up a collection or finish up your collection. So yeah, the turtles. In the comments, tell me which your favorite turtle was. And if it's Donnie, you get 10 extra points.
There should be a.
So the next one I have here is a complete pivot. It is Magic Johnson from the Showtime Lakers. This is probably one of everybody's favorite time to be a basketball fan, which I could understand. These were a really awesome team, and if you like to collect memorabilia of that team, this would be a great addition to it. Irvin Magic Johnson was nothing to play with. He can play any position and score like nobody's business. So I could totally see why they made a pop of him. So if you need him in your life,
oh yes, way better than a current Laker, that nobody likes.
Why y'all hating on LeBron?
Who says I was talking about LeBron? I could have been talking about Anthony Davis.
Yeah, you were not talking about Anthony Davis. What are you gonna tell me next? You're gonna talk about Austin Reeves?
Oh, he's just plain annoying.
What do you hate about him? Yeah, you're just a hater over there.
No, I'm more of a
Casey the hater over here, not the illusionist. All right, next things next. I have the best coach of all time. Fight me in the streets if you disagree. This is Vince Lombardi. The
greatest of his time.
No, all time.
His time.
All time.
Because even though I'm a Bills fan, I will say that I believe Don Shula would be considered the greatest of all time.
All right, you need to calm down over there.
And I hate the fish.
Regardless, if anything, Lombardi walks, so every coach behind him can run. He has a fantastic story. There's lots of wonderful anecdotes about him, and having a pop of him is frankly awesome. And I've been tempted myself to buy this, so get it before me, everyone.
Yeah, there you go. All right, now that I'm back, we get to talk about movie moments from the Avengers. Captain America versus Thanos from Infinity War.
I got $5 on Thanos, dude.
$5 on Thanos?
Yeah.
I don't know. When Captain's ripping that hand apart, I thought he was just gonna rip the fingers off.
If it's possible. All right, but yeah, no. In all seriousness, this is a really cool pop. I love the idea that they're not just doing just characters now; they're doing cool moments in something. It's just a really awesome moment. It was the pinnacle of Marvel, of what it was and what it will become. This is going to be the moment everybody strives to have.
And the one moment that I actually am waiting for to either end up in this store or I come across it when I just come across it is the Hulk versus Hulkbuster.
That would be a pretty cool movie
moment.
That would be pretty cool too. That would be pretty nifty.
What do you got, Sam?
What do I got? You know what? I have the best pop. Definitively. I have Beauty and the Beast. Right there. I got Belle and the Beast. They're having a good time. They're dancing. They're enjoying themselves. To be honest, I haven't seen this movie in like 20 years.
Well, and the cool thing is the person who voiced Belle is coming to 605 Pop Culture Con.
Oh, well, that is even better.
So, yeah, those of you that want to grab something that you want to try and get autographed, this is one of the perfect pieces you can do.
Yes, it's almost like you planned it.
Right.
But yeah, if you love this figure, if you're a big fan of Disney, if you're a Disney head or whatever, what do they call people who are big fans of Disney?
You got me on that one.
Okay. This would be a great figure for you to add to your collection. A fantastic movie. It's been a while for me to see, but I can still say it was fantastic. So yeah, come pick this one up as well.
Sorry, we haven't been keeping up on the comments. Veronica, what do you mean by Barry? Who's Barry?
Barry?
Are you talking about Barry Allen, Barry White, Barry Manilow? Any other Barrys?
Barry B. Benson.
Barry Sanders.
Barry.
And then Chad brought up another moment: Wolverine versus Hulk.
Wolverine versus Hulk.
Unfortunately, that's not a movie moment currently until we see Deadpool versus Wolverine, because that might happen there.
Rest assured, it's gonna happen. I'm calling it now. Clip this if I'm wrong.
Yeah, clip it, show it to Sam, say, "Hey, you wrong."
Yeah, I'll be like, "Dang."
Or, Sam was right.
That's right. I'm gonna be right.
Strawberry.
What else we got?
Apparently, Chad said strawberry.
I don't recall
to add on to the berries,
Oh, okay, most definitely.
But anyway, now that we've gone through our Funko time, we're gonna end the night there. So let's bring it back to us. Woo!
Bring it back.
Watching you.
We're watching you watching us over there.
She looks at me, and I look at him.
Here you go, Chandler. This is what.
But
you
anyway,
need.
so yeah.
Not a furry, thanks though.
Just let us know here on our Facebook page, or if we showed off anything that you guys would like to get. Facebook page, call us.
You know the gist.
We're open for another hour and a half.
We're prepared
because it's 6:34 according to the clock. So
we're open for another hour and 26 minutes.
Yeah. So don't hurry on your way down. Or at least don't hurt yourself if you have to hurry to get down here. We are always open on Thursdays as well, Fridays and Saturdays.
We're open every day of the week.
Yep. So anytime you guys want to come in, except for when we're closed.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway,
let's do our show and get out of here.
All right. Signing off to you guys. You guys have a good rest of your night. Veronica, if you ever wanted to tell us what you meant by Barry, because like I said, it was a while.
Maybe I said I asked people what their favorite ice cream is or something. I don't recall.
Well, that's what Chad said. He's a strawberry man.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
So that's closing us for tonight. We're gonna close it with
Show.